Hi guys, Gretchen with Yoga and Herb here with your Karuna Ki lesson on Mae Loong, or the Tibetan Fire Serpent. We actually only have 2 more symbols after this for Karuna Ki Reiki, and then we'll get into the MDH, or multidimensional healing Reiki, which is more distance healing. There's this one, and then there is the Tibetan Daikomyo Dumo, and then Reiku again. We're going to touch over Reiku again. So Mae Loong, the fire serpent, the Tibetan fire serpent, what it does is it awakens the Kundalini energy. What is Kundalini energy? I thought this would be more comfortable. Just not. Anyway, Kundalini energy is the primordial energy that we are all made from. It is really, really bright here, and I'd really rather not glare at you guys. I know that wearing sunglasses is rude, but so it's sneering at people. It's springtime in St. Louis, so we get either really nice days. Today's actually really nice. It's like 60 something, a little chilly when the wind hits, but other than that, it's perfect. It's so beautiful. It's a really great grounding day. But back to Mae Loong, or the Tibetan Fire Serpent. So it awakens the Kundalini energy, and Kundalini is pretty cool and pretty inclusive and needed, and energy healing and healing of yourself too. So I'm going to do a short series after we finish our Karuna Ki, and after I do the chakra Dantien Points and Nadis video with all the 100 whatever chakras on it, then I will post a short series on awakening Kundalini and how to do this. So, Mae Loong, the fire serpent, the Tibetan fire serpent, it awakens Kundalini. What happens when you awaken Kundalini? You attach to the primordial energy, you get that extra oomph, that extra power, that extra instinct, that extra base energy from what we are all formed. Intense surges of energy down the body or the spine. This can be just like an energy surge. It can be tingling like pins and needles light. Like it's not really pins and needles, but you feel kind of floopy, a little floaty maybe. It can be a tingling in the brain. Energetic intolerances. You no longer want to be around these people because your energy just is vibing so high, and they're vibing so low that your energy can no longer tolerate their energy, so you break your ties with them. It's great because, we need to break our ties when we're growing, right? Bliss. You could experience bliss. People who have awakened their Kundalini experience bliss for months. I love that. I have not been able to get to that. I can experience bliss currently for like an hour. Still really working on it. But when you know better, you do better, right? Temporary psychic experiences. You, as an energy healer, have probably already had a few of these temporary psychic experiences where you hear something, feel something, see something. Something more is guiding you. Clairvoyance, when you see something. Clairaudience, when you hear something. And clairsentient is when you feel something. People who can communicate, truly communicate with the dead, mediums, have all 3 of these things. They just were really aware of it as children and continued to develop it and embrace it instead of fight it and say, no, that didn't happen, and argue with themselves. They're like, oh my gosh, that's so cool that happened. So, constant insights or downloads. When your Kundalini awakens, you will start to see things from different perspectives. Like, oh my gosh, all I could see was this before, just this. Like people driving down the freeway. Watch the next time you're driving down the freeway. It's hysterical. There are 4 lanes. I'm in a major city. So there are 4 lanes down the freeway. These people drive in 1 lane. I swear. It doesn't matter which lane. If there is 1 car, there are 5 cars. And the other 3 lanes are freaking completely empty. So this is my kind of point. It's like you see this perspective. Just this 1 lane. That's all you can see is this 1 lane. There are 4. You don't see the other 3 lanes. And when your Kundalini awakens, you'll see the other 3 lanes. Boom, boom, boom. Spontaneous glimpses into your past lives. This might show up like how if you are imagining yourself as like the main character of a book or a movie, if you're a book reader or a movie watcher, pieces of past lives might pop into your brain like a dream in the form of like a movie or a book, and seeming really real to you and really not real to you at the same time. All right, so what does Mae Loong do to awaken all this? What Mae Loong does is she connects all of the chakras, balances all of the chakras. This is an amazing Karuna Ki Reiki symbol to use at the beginning of your healings for yourself, for your clients, for anything, pets, whatever you're healing. Choku-rei sandwich, because choku-rei enhances, remember, so you'll start with your choku-rei sandwich, and then you'll do your fire serpent. Fire serpent will balance all of the chakras, will ground the lower chakras, can push energy up into the upper chakras without releasing it through the crown chakra. So it really works to keep everything balanced and alive and lively and maintaining that equilibrium. And because of that, a lot of people have been known to, when they're standing, go into a balancing yoga posture without even realizing they're going into a balancing yoga posture, which I love for them. Usually it's the tree, like, you know, where you're standing there and you have your foot either like up here or down here. That's a balancing posture. If the Kundalini is awakening and you're becoming balanced, sometimes you find yourself in those. That's just one of the more common ones. I do like to use the beginning of the session with choku-rei. What Mae Loong also helps you realize is the ultimate truth. That goes back to the perspective thing. So you start to see more pieces of the puzzle and more things that could be considered truth. So when you're using it, you can use it with other symbols that look for truth, like Nosa looks for truth. That's a really good one. Nosa, what it is sight, true sight. So you really know that the people are telling you the truth. Hearth is truth. Hearth is also an amplification of Zonar, and Zonar is unity and wholeness. So you're using this ultimate truth, choku-rei sandwich, enhance this ultimate truth and this balancing and grounding with an amped up Zonar. So you have an amped up wholeness and unity and truth included with that, and then sight, so that you can really, really, really see things with new eyes, with beautiful eyes, with loving eyes, with healing eyes, with energy eyes. I really, really do like Mae Loong. I also do like to use it at the end of a session or towards the end of a session. It's not the last one I do, but it is one of like the last 5-ish that I do on most of my clients, just because I use it in the beginning to set all of that to set all those chakras in order to, when you use it in the beginning and you balance everything, that enables all those chakras to take in that healing better. You know, you do your scan in the beginning and you feel where it's really bright and you feel where it's really not bright. And you know you're going to do extra work on the really not bright stuff, and you do your scan in the middle and you see where you still need to work. So when you use the Tibetan Fire Serpent in the beginning, it sets all those chakras in line, allowing those works to be done really, really easily. Allows those energies to flow a lot better. It's like unclogging a straight pipe instead of a curvy pipe. It's going to be easier to unclog a straight pipe, right? So the reason I like to use it at the end is because even though I am a Reiki healer and I am aware that I am supposed to allow the Reiki energy to go where it is, I am also human and also slightly ego driven. So because of that previous scan, that's still in my head. The middle scan, that's also still in my head. So I'm trying to send these Reiki energies into these chakras. So when you do it again at the end, it will reset it and allow that Reiki energy to float up, float down, or stay wherever it's meant to be and work even better. All right, so let's draw this bad boy. This is the Tibetan Fire Serpent, or Mae Loong. And a very easy one to draw too, which is great. You're going to draw one straight line. You'll come down 1, 2, 3, 4, and then we'll start the circle. Now this part, the circle part, don't be concerned too much which direction that is going. Just follow your instincts, because sometimes you need to use it for grounding. And then the other way, sometimes you need to use it to push that energy up into the upper chakras. So just go with your instincts on that. Go with your healing instincts with that. The next one we're going to do will be Dummo, or Tibetan Daikomio. And then we're going to go over Reiki again. After that, we will do the Chakras, Nadis, and Dantien Points. And then a short series on Kundalini and awakening Kundalini in ourselves, our clients. And then we'll head on into the next Reiki level. Until next time, Namaste.